Lubo's not here yet. She's taking care of other things right now. Oh yay, someone else. Yay, here comes people. Hi. Thank you. Oh, I need to fix the clock. Aw, thank you. There it is. Yeah. Lubo's gonna be here soon. Eventually. She's taking care of something right now. Yeah. Thank you. As you can tell, I don't sound 100%, but... Day. Hey ho, what you gonna do? Itchy. Okay. Sorry. Fucking fire alarm went off at like 2 in the morning. Went on for like a half hour. It was so dumb. And then I had to get up at like 7. It was so dumb. Shrugs. Yeah. Hi, Faden. Hi. Hi, friend. I made this game in a week. Less than a week. No, it's a week. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. I am. I'm the best. An arm. Yes, I did. I did sleep. Though it's like, what was it? Uh, I did it from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed. So, like, usually it'd be like 9 a.m. to 2 a.m. I would work on this game for 6 days straight. And then I was also very sick. Hold on, let me bring up chat so it'll be easier to monitor. Zoom. There we go. Now we can actually see stuff. Yeah. Now you guys can see how the chat goes on my end. Yes, a gift. Yeah. Lubo will be here momentarily. She's dealing with stuff right now. Itch. Okay. Itchy. Okay. Oh. They. What am I doing? I can just type it. I'm gonna do it in fucking Comic Sans. If I even have Comic Sans. I don't think I have. Wait. No, no, there it is. Too big. Oh. There. Just a reminder. Ah, stop it. Oh. Eh? Oh. Phone's charged. Blip. Anyway. Back to this. Uh... It's kind of difficult to code. Because it's like... But once you get in the hang of it, it's not so bad. Oops. Yeah, I'm sorry this is boring. My day's been okay. Hmm. Anyway, let's see. I'll be more talky when Lubo shows up. Usually on my own, I'm not very talkative. Because it's like... The Bumblebee Chronicles. How'd they like it? Nice. I liked it! Shush. Chew, chew, chew. Nah, I'm gonna still keep it to gift. Yawn. Yeah. Yeah. I can probably... move this away. Shit. Bumper beep. Good luck, finding. No. I just kind of go until I don't. Though I know I gotta pick up Dig It too, so probably gonna be stopping there. Probably. So, until 2, I guess. Hmm. Okay. Rust mono? Yeah. Let's have some music playing. There we go. Nah, it's not weird. There we go, that's cute. Okay, so let me tell you a story about Vanya and Tver. Vanya is... Well, both of them are both regions in Russia. Vanya is the region of Veliki Novgorod, and Tver is the region of Tver. So they're regions. Okay, time to see if that works. Yeah, because they were regions, they weren't wiped out. Well, Tver was. Vanya wasn't. Ah, right. There we go. Shit. Well, cities and regions are personified. That's canon. States exist. States and cities. And regions. They exist. They're real. Shit. White. Cool, that works. because creating your own maps makes it more unique. Oh, yes. Reminder. Just a reminder. Please don't post spoilers on the chat. I mean, I don't give two shits, but people on the chat give two shits, so I'd rather you not upset the people in the chat. So, yeah. that's just how it looks. Of like, since there's lag on my end, you get to see when the chat pops up on my end. So if I lag, then you know why. I need to test a thing in hide and seek. Shit. Oops. Oh, that's why. Hi, Maddie. I'm adding new things. Hehehehe. Nice. Hi, Mana Prism. Mana, Cell Labs, whatever. Hi. Achoo. Yeah. Can you guys do me a favor and tell me how many people are in the chat right now? I can't see it. Water. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I thought so. Mana Prism's a good name though, so it's just nice. It's catchy. I like it. Doop a doop boop boop doop. Boop boop doo 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 scoo boop doop. People keep leaving. Then again, Maddie's restarting, so. Yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. That's alright. Ne? Okay. Lubo's gonna be taking a bit longer. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be here for a while, so. I'm on a roll. Anyway. That's a nice name. Kyo's not my real name. My real name sucks. Well, it's not sucks, it's just like overly fancy, and I don't like it very much. Because he fucking can. He's a baby. He can jump over chairs if he wants. What song? Mm. said it in a low tone. It's all they can audition for in the Jerry Juuling Russian. Most of the people in there aren't, the actual, they're the actual nationalities. It's like, say, German, Italian, Italian. It's just whoever could audition for the roles at the time, in Texas, no less. Finnish accent, so it's like a lot of them didn't study for it. It's a comedy show. It's just meant to sound funny. They're not taking it serious in the least. Like, in their words, they're treating it like South Park. So, no way they're gonna take it seriously.
We got some really, really heavy news. Well, USPS lost about $500 worth of product.
Yikes.
And that's who showed up at the house today.
Oh.
And he was not pleased with what happened. So now it's out of our hands. We've done everything we could. Hi, everybody. It's just kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Gazoon.
Thank you. Okay, so where are you in your progress? Tell me.
I've been inserting some stuff here and there. I've been also fixing some map stuff. And, ooh, I can show you the things I've been doing.
Yeah?
There's this one thing I know you will absolutely love. Let me screen share so you can actually properly see it in time.
Okay.
Let me get to that point, though.
I'm not a canary bird. I appreciate your concern, but I'm just...
Frazzled.
I'm not crying, I'm just frazzled.
And sick. So the nose blowing isn't for tears, it's for sickness.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me when you can see the screen.
It's loading. I see it.
Okay.
Hello there, baby.
Yeah. First off, I got this updated.
I don't see anybody under here. Best keep moving. Okay. I'm really tempted to knock this over. I might be able to find Alfred if I do. Boy, don't you dare. I'm not.
Yes, I had to put that in. I also included different responses for all the different flowers.
Yeah?
From Philly.
Oh, okay.
Let me get to that point and I can show you. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
Let me re-share the screen. Find Skype. There it is. There we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, let's do the lily first. Go back. Okay.
Rose stalked. Cat, really?
Blah, blah, blah. Did you get your thing? No. There we go. Picked a flower. This one's the lily. Ah, so pretty, thank you. Thank you, Sniff. Sinf.
Sip.
It smells so sweet, I love it. I'm gonna try to paint it later. Wait, it's white. That'd be hard to do on white paper.
Maybe on black paper?
Oh, that's perfect, thank you. Again.
You're welcome.
And then it continues on from there. It's cute. Now it's time for the
I'm not sure I want this one. It smells like sadness.
Blah, blah, blah. Did you get it? No. Pick the flower. Sniff. Synth. Bork. Heck. Ve.
York.
It smells so nice. It reminds me of Ludi with the color and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I guess his eyes are that kind of color, too.
They are? Oh, his eyes are really pretty then. Thank you. You didn't know
You're
what color
welcome.
his eyes were.
Oh.
BB, you're blind.
A lot of people were asking, hey, why is Felly blind?
Yeah, I forgot to... Shit, I closed it out.
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I forgot to mention why, and that made me sad. I was like, oh shit. Oh well.
That's okay, we can do that in the Let's Discuss.
Uh-huh. If people want to hear it. But they probably do. At this rate.
Well, those in the chat, would you want to Let's Discuss on Bad God?
There we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Ooh, they're all like, yes. Blah. Did you get the thing? No. Picture flower? Ah, synth. Synth. Heck. The. It smells like sadness. A heartbreak. A birth.
What does that smell like?
Really sweet and a little bit of rat.
What? I'm almost afraid to ask how he knows that.
Rosie? And that's it.
You got that from our conversation yesterday.
Damn right I did.
Get that cat on your lap, Kyle. Make you feel better.
I'm sorry, honey.
Also added things in here.
Are we gonna add dialogue for... I'm just staring at the cat, Kyle. Don't worry about it. Are you gonna add dialogue for, the kids in those various scenes where they don't have any?
Yeah, I was gonna do that too. I'll set it all... some stuff around here. Beep. You don't have to do a voice if you don't wanna. I'm just showing you what it says.
These look like inventory for all the stuff here. I wonder what it is for. What is for?
Whoops. I just wrote it down. I'll fix. What is for? Nyet.
Fancy rugs. No! Must not get sidetracked.
I'm on a mission. Mission. Ooh,
Baby's
plates.
on a mission. Fancy dishes are in here. We usually just eat meals in the nursery, but it's a big special occasion. We have a party in the ballroom and get to eat on these.
I imagine their little birthdays or whatever. It's really cute.
I imagine that on a weekly basis, like Sundays, Saturdays, they eat breakfast with father.
Yeah. It's cute.
Do you think he makes them all have one unified birthday?
Probably not. He probably gives them the birthdays of when he spawned them in. So not their actual nation birthdays, but birthday he decides on.
Well, if he gave them all one birthday, that'd be that whole unified aspect he was going for.
Yeah, but then none of them would really be happy. Because they'd all have to share it. It'd be more of like a Christmas holiday than anything.
That's true. What's a bad god, AU? It's what we're doing, son!
Okay, here's a question for the chat. How many people actually watched this game beforehand coming here?
That's a good question. Well, I know you did, Canary. I saw your comments.
part of it.
Part of it?
Or I didn't.
Oh. Why not, bucko?
Yeah! Dude, you missed a lot in the second part. Second part's where it gets real good. That's where all the plot happens.
Starts out all nice and cute, and then it gets hand chompy
Nom.
and mochi chompy.
Speaking of Mochi Chompy, let me play that sound effect.
God, no!
Yes.
No! No! What is the texture of that even like?
Goopy.
It's goopy and dense and gluteny. Ugh.
Again. Think it's bad. And then that's
I will mute myself if, I watched it, I still just don't understand what Bad God is.
Bad God's Nevo. Yeah, that's what he's called. He's a god and he's really bad. Because he kills
Right.
everyone.
He's kind of a douchebag. What am I saying, kinda? He is a douchebag.
Yeah.
He's a douchebag, he thinks he's always right.
Things, yeah.
Don't do any self-recognition comments. They're annoying.
Someone
What?
was saying, like, Kyokun, please subscribe to me. No, I'm not gonna. That's like a one-way ticket for me ignoring you.
I remember last stream we had someone come in and it was like, watch me shit myself on camera! I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Had those bots come in. But then again, I had like 300 people on stream, so that's like prime spot for bots to show up.
Yeah. As I was saying, if we get a call back, I'm gonna mute myself and I'll go quiet, okay?
Okay.
Just telling you now.
Okay. Just warn me ahead of time, so I can be able
I will.
Pap.
Gross. Ugh, gross. Ugh. So, I'm sick.
I too am sick.
Everybody's sick. Tra-la-la-la. Oh, there's the baby.
BB?
Yes, there's the baby.
BB.
Were you gonna put any, things on those open doors?
Oh, right, I was gonna put, like, locked or whatever. Or if I could think of any other room to mark them as.
I can give you a few suggestions.
Anime girl, I'm not gonna.
Let's see. The washroom. It'd have to be pretty big to accommodate 10 kiddos.
Yeah.
Oh, and it just throws them into a barrel and shakes them up.
I imagine it being like a bathhouse sort of thing of like many pools of different kinds.
Picks them in puts them in a barrel, squirts some shampoo on their head, closes it up, and just shakes it like a wine shaker. Makes it a martini. And he just dumps him out, and he's all clean.
Jesus.
So he's got a concussion.
Okay, washroom's done.
Including the patented barrel spin.
Let's see, washroom's right there. And probably got a closet.
It's where we keep our formal outfits. He says we're going to need them eventually, but that eventually never comes.
Well, I don't think he's been really having a thought. Like, the only one who'd actually be able to use his yet is Devere.
Well, eventually all of them would be trotted out, right?
Yeah, but he hasn't thought about that yet.
That's true.
This is the event that makes him to think about it.
Oh, God. And then the assassination thing happens after.
Poor Boo!
Poor baby.
Eva learns a goddamn good lesson, though.
Yeah? You kind of needed to learn that lesson.
Yeah. Fucking count your blessings, bucko.
For a god, you're pretty terrible at counting your blessings.
I'm so proud of that line.
We played this multiple times on my stream yesterday. And it was it got a little weird near the end.
That was fucking hilarious, though.
It was. I am not saying that it wasn't hilarious. But it got a little weird. Like,
The fucking last one of Tavera walking into the office, though, was really fucking hilarious.
I'm a terrible father. Damn right you are!
Shut up, Vanya!
Mike me!
I will! The only thing you'll be saying tonight is my name!
Dorky.
Oh shit, hi, kiddo! How much did you hear?
Hear of what?
Never mind.
He's just quietly counting his blessings like, okay, I'll learn how to count my blessings. How about this one?
Should I restart the stream? If everyone's having troubles? See if that helps. Uh-oh. The call dropped. I think the internet got weird. Yeah, I think Lubo's having internet troubles. And this you? Sort of. Like, Finley's really blind. And so Ludi's kind of his seeing eye dog. In a way. In general, yeah, normal. I Yes, I'm very sleepy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely internet. Yeah. I need another room. Guys, tell me a room that the kiddo can look at. I don't think Vanya has a study. Does he? Like, this needs to be a small room, because this is more of a hallway that's kind of far removed from other places in the palace. Well, we already have the nursery. That's a good idea. There we go. Boo.
Hi.
Hi.
So, I actually blue screened.
Oh. Like, did it say what
Yeah.
of?
No, it didn't. But
Service
I
exemption?
can't. I have no idea.
Just need to be careful, I guess. I don't know. Mine blue screened sometime recently, too. It says service exemption, so it says it might just because of Windows updates, so I'm like, okay. So it could be the case if we have the same sort of comp, but dang.
Oh, the vault.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, what kind of room should I do next? And someone was like, the vault! So I was like, okay, I can do like a blocked door that has stairs behind it, so it's like that's where the vault staircase entrance is. I imagine you have to go through quite a bit of rooms to be able to go into there, because Vanya wants to be sure nothing could get in there.
Remember our idea for for the door seals?
No.
Okay,
It's been a while.
yeah. When after the kaiju attack, and he started getting paranoid and actually putting up walls and shit. Something else got in via a crack in the wall, and it got into the nursery. You remember that?
Mochi!
And that freaked him out and kind of made him realize, oh god, if something got in here, they'd have free reign inside the walls.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why all the lambs have that little shepherd's mark
Yep.
on their callers so that when they can walk through certain doors.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone who works there has to have a tab that denotes what door they're allowed to go through.
Mm-hmm.
It's written on the doors. It's kind of like a security card. And the vault probably has its own tab for it, if you get my drift.
Mm-hmm. There. Marked it down.
Oh, the shepherd's mark. It's an Orthodox cross. It's what you see on lamb uniforms on their collar.
Let me bring up a picture. If I could fucking get over here. Small.
Well, specifically, Eastern Orthodox.
I'm scrolling down the Bad God AU tag, and the first thing it says, I'm gonna steal you! Vanya, no. Don't steal Annie. That's no good.
That one. I linked it in the chat.
This one. The lambs only have a section of that, not the whole thing. Beep bop beep 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 bop.
They actually have the full thing on their collar.
Oh. I didn't draw it in properly then. Whoops.
That's the shape. That means that they can only go through doors that have that mark on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like a security door.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps them from roaming around and leaving the compound and getting eaten.
Yeah, that's
fair. When all this started, the compound was fairly small and open. There wasn't any walls, there was no watchtowers, the garden wasn't fenced in. You could come and go freely as you pleased. And then, well, when Nevo changed the landscape of the world, things started getting in. Monsters. And
things became an actual RPG world. Kind of.
Yeah. Thanks, Nevo, you dick. It does have to do with Christianity in that Nevo himself really likes iconography, because he wants to bloat himself up as, you know...
He wants to become the new god. He's trying to force himself as a religion, and he learned about Christianity. He's like, I want this. This looks really neat. Let's steal it.
He thinks it's like, oh wow, this is great. I love all the stained glass, and you have to look up. The viewer's eyes travel up into these buttresses. It's so cool. I want to be the thing they look up to, and then he just sort of went from there because he's a putz.
Yeah, he's not in his right mind when he gets there. He's far from it. He doesn't get fairly sane until the little boo-boo comes around.
Yeah! And that was technically, at least originally, just meant to placate the shepherd.
Mm-hmm. Give him something to do. And make him happy.
And stop trying to make him so he wouldn't escape all the time, or attempt to.
Yeah. Actually,
give him purpose.
Yeah. And surprise! This kid actually likes him. He's like, how the fuck did that happen? But okay.
He was so mad. It's like, this child loves you more than he loves me, and I am his actual founder! Well, you don't have to believe in Christianity to enjoy the game
Yep. I don't.
because they're not worshiping anything within get the game as much as Neva would like. Vanya is just okay. So something you need to know about Novgorod. Way back when the whole city revolved around the Saint Sophia Cathedral and Saint Sophia herself. And that stuck with him, and for even now, the area is primarily Catholic. And that's his way of holding on to himself and sticking it right up Nevo's ass, metaphorically. Just like, fuck you. You can't take everything from me.
Yep. And could Mikhail have access to all doors? No! No! He got in some really bad trouble with that when he was littler. Yikes.
When he was younger, yeah. He got tricked. You know how an anglerfish imitates a worm on a hook and lures prey in?
That kind of happened.
He followed after a worm, so to speak, and nearly got eaten.
Here comes Papa and Father to fucking save the day, though.
And the compound got destroyed. The only reason why Vanya and Tver ended up surviving was because they hid in the vault. After Tver got literally pulled out of the thing's teeth. It was pretty wild.
Yep. So hey, just goes to show for Vanya of what kind of lengths Neva would go to fucking save this kid. Fucking kaiju.
And that was before he really got attached to him.
Mm-hmm. Probably one of the events that helped the attachment. Like, excuse fucking you, this is my kid. I think that was like the first time he ever referred to him as his son. Or his kid, and Vanya's like, fucking excuse me?
Before then, it was very much, this is Vanya's son. This is the prototype. I have to remain aloof. I can't get attached. He won't respect me that way. And then the patter of little slap of bare feet on the floor.
And
Leaving things at and leaving things at his doorstep and running away. He'd bring him things like bottle caps or candy wrappers and things like that. Just things he'd find around, leave him at his door, and then run.
Like, the first thing I remember ever is, like, he was holding Tver once. Tver fucking stole a button off of his uniform, and he's like, God, okay, fine, take your kid. And just leaves. And Tver comes back later and slaps on the door, and Neva's like, what? What do you want? Just gives him this button back. And he's like, oh, thanks. And then it just kept on from there. Rough start, but lordy.
Will there be any more creepy mochis? The one that squeezed through, the original one that squeezed through was the Spain mochi.
Yep.
I remember that.
I remember that too. Spain mochi just messing around the garden. Because it liked the tomatoes and the other things.
Mostly the tomatoes.
Yep.
And then it followed the kiddo through. And it started leaving a mess.
Yep. Dirt everywhere.
Dirt.
Roots.
Half-rotted tomatoes that he couldn't quite eat because he's a fucking mochi.
Cookies. He probably stole cookies.
Yeah.
Probably wore them. Like he does with that one useless cookie on his head. Just trades them out.
The Mochis are like, they kind of flit in and out of the compound. And I guess in this verse they just sort of came with when Nevo smashed the waking world and the sleeping world together.
Uh-huh.
That's how this works.
Yep.
Yeah. And Mochis just sort of came with. And they kind of ooze in and out of the compound. For the most part, they're harmless. Except for a Mochi. That was fucking scary, and no one was
Maramochi's a fucking chaos thing. Have you seen it transform?
Yes, I watched the game.
That and legs?
Yes, the legs and the one beefy arm.
Yes. Mochi Russia would be terrifying to come across because it has that tongue. And it would lick you. And it'd be like, gross.
It has the ability to tie things that really has no right being. Did it grow arms? Did it manipulate its scarf? How did it get a Maramochi dangling from a rope over a boiling canister of water? Never mind smacking him with a club.
Yep.
Why is Arthur so mean? 'Cause he's jealous.
He's fucking bitter child. And jealous
he wants
fuck.
the attention, and he don't get. So he lashes out at the other lambs.
Meaner than usual? I don't know, man. England's kind of a dick. Even as a kid, he was a dick.
You've seen him interact with Francis as a young child. Come on. He ain't kittens, sweetness, and rainbows.
I can only imagine, speaking of Mochi Russia, I can only imagine Philly coming across him. Poor thing. Just gonna sit there like, there's something licking me and I don't know what it is, but I can't fucking see it. It's like, just stay still. Shit.
Be careful, kiddo. He's sampling you.
Because that's what happened to poor Italy Mochi. Just is like, Russia's like, hey, it's somebody. Just licks him a lot.
Fuck that shit. And the only thing Japan Mochi does is sit there at the end of hallways, littering everything with petals and staring.
Yep. At least Germany Mochi seems like he'd be harmless.
Germany Mochi would just be intimidating. He just sits there, stares, and fills a room with gloom.
Philly'd fucking hug him. It's his friend
Of
now.
course he would. He would try to adopt him, because that's what Feli did. Feli is just a precious cinnamon bun in this AU.
Yep.
Maybe he's hiding something. England, I mean. Little Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just covering up his feelings for something. I don't know. Could be.
He hasn't really had to have a childhood with a bunch of kids in one room before.
Well, he has with his brothers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because he can't work out all of his aggression.
Yeah.
The innate English aggression. He's got no outlet, so he just vents it in other. How do I put this? In other, less savory ways.
Mm-hmm. Then again, probably jealousy, because with him being a bitter child, a bitter soon, he probably doesn't get much positive parental attention. So if he acts out, that's one way. And it spooks the kid off from whatever. There is girl nations, I just was not able to get to them in time.
Like Belarus, who gets away with murder. Because the old man has never had a daughter before. And he wanted one so bad! Oh, and Little Belgium. She's a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're all of the nations for the most part, they appear at one point or another in this AU.
I just only had like limited time to work on it, and I didn't want to deal with like 16 people in one room for every scene.
Yeah, this would be the first generation. They come in waves, because otherwise there'd be no way Vanya could contain them all.
Mm-hmm.
He'd try. God bless him, he'd try, but that's kind of impossible.
Yeah. Eventually he gets like other helpers.
Assistants.
Yeah.
One of the hired help. Just like you.
One big burly dude who's really sweet and his girlfriend. Who has an unnaturally bright and sharp smile. Because, man, Rev don't know how to keep away.
Rev, you would think, after literally being threatened with being eaten, you would stay away.
But Papa's there, though. He'd rather risk it to be with his dad again.
One would think. Okay, so
he'd risk it.
Rev shows up very early on. When it's just Tver, Vanya, and the bad god, Nevo. Just the three of them. And Tver's very young. He's the prototype. He was the first one there. And one stormy night, Rev pops into a mirror to see what the heck is going on. Because everything's been in turmoil for a while, and he don't know what the fuck's happening. He happens to see Tver trying to rescue one of his teddy bears. He tries interacting with the kid. Nevo fucking catches him and tells him in no uncertain terms that if he comes back, he will kill him. And guess what? He comes back!
Yeah, Rev's in the Seiyu.
Because he's your son, and you wouldn't have an AU without him.
He even sneaks in as Philly a few times. Those glasses help hide his eyes.
Of course, Nevo doesn't catch him.
Nope.
It's Vanya.
It's like, ah, shit. He tries to walk while Philly's sleeping. Rev disguises himself as Philly and just kind of puts himself into the group to just see what the fuck's going on with this group. And Anya's there. It's like, Dad? Dad? Yay.
I would say it'd be after Dreamtalia?
Yeah, after Dreamtalia.
Yeah, it'd be after Dreamtalia.
Of course, Vanya catches on when Philly doesn't remember anything that happens, like, while he was in that group's time. So at some point he tricks the group and gets Philly singled out, and it's like, so, what are you doing up? It's like, nothing, I'll just go back to bed. Funny, I just tucked you in. Shit.
Who are you?
Hi, Papa.
You know, calling me Papa is not going to get you out of trouble. Who are you?
I'm being serious here. Just lifts up his glasses, just points to his eyes. Papa, it's me. Vanya, I'm Rev. Died.
Show me your teeth.
Yeah, just opens up his gob. Pointy teeth.
I'll be damned.
Hi, I'm back.
You know, if you're caught here, you're going to get eaten.
I see you again.
You lost your mind.
And everyone's gotten weird.
Well, I wonder why.
I don't know, that's what I came to find out.
My God, that's not what I meant. Look, this place is not safe for you. You need to leave now.
I'm concerned.
I don't care if you're concerned. You need to leave now.
Okay. It was nice seeing you not being dead, I guess. Off you go.
I know Svalsharov could be French. Is that on purpose?
Nah, it just sounded cool.
Well, that and it translates to Dream Reaper.
Yeah, in French.
You know, speaking of French, France could have been the shepherd in this setting.
Yeah, we came up with a Hitalia only setting. Like, if Vanya and Tver was replaced, what canon nations would replace it? It would be France and Canada.
Well, Vanya technically does belong to Hitalia, excuse you.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I mean.
You said Hitalia only, so...
I meant, like, main nations.
Yeah, I get you now.
Yeah. Way
right
after Dreamtalia. Like, years.
It's well after. It's after the sequel, too.
Uh-huh. After sequel.
It's basically... Am I allowed to say
Yeah.
its origin? Okay.
Go for it.
It's basically what happens if everything in the sequel goes wrong. And the bad guy from the sequel wins.
It's one of the reasons why Italy's eyes are fucked up. That's on purpose. Because they get really important in the sequel.
It's also the reason why Alfred is really unnerved by Nivo. He's got good reason to be. Because he killed him. And he's the first one to remember. So Nivo can, he's actually sort of an Eldritch abomination.
Yes.
And, yeah, when he's really angry or really upset, he loses control over himself and he doesn't even remotely look human anymore. He basically tears his way out of his own body that he's constructed for himself.
Yeah, that human body's kind of fake.
And as such, when he found out that Alfred was starting to recover his memories and was becoming very leery of him, he started drugging him. And Vanya was not okay with that. It's like, whoa, excuse me? Don't you dare... I thought Arthur would have been.
Would have been
Would
what?
have been what? Give me a Coke.
Yeah.
I want to know what you thought Arthur would have been what? Well, it's for plot reasons that Alfred is the first one to recover.
Mm-hmm.
He's got background there that makes sense.
Yeah, Nevo kind of fucks with them first. Not literally,
Yeah.
just messes with them.
Yeah. Yeah, he killed him first. 'Cause he's a shitheel.
Da da da. He based
So-
his humanoid body off of him too, and that didn't help. So his just seeing him in his human form just kind of gives him the heebie-jeebies. He's not sure why.
Well, Vanya called him on it and badgered him and nagged him and pushed the issue constantly.
Whenever
Until
Nevo tried to walk away to be like, okay, can we just talk about this later? I need to not. It's like, no, we're talking about this now. It's like, no, literally, I cannot talk about it right now. Can I just have like a breather for like 5 minutes? And it's like, no, we're talking about this now, and did not go good.
he wigged out and basically said that if they're going to remember me, they're going to hate me. Why bother with this project at all? I might as well just kill them all and start all over again. And at the time, I think Canada, Alfred, let's see, Matthew, Alfred, and there were two others with him.
I want to say Tver was there too.
Tver was not there. Tver was back. He was left to keep an eye on his brothers and sisters at the time,
I don't
and he
think
was back
Philly
in the
there.
nursery. Felly was not there. I think maybe Francis was.
Yeah, Francis was there.
Yeah, Francis was there, and he basically went and fucking tangled with the bad god to put him down and keep the kiddos safe.
Mm-hmm.
And he got broken.
Yeah, fucking smack.
Yeah, he basically got flung into a wall. And Nevo realized, oh shit. I broke him. And he bailed.
Yep.
He bailed to go take it out on something that wouldn't live with him later on.
Yeah. Fucking destroy a few kaiju. Didn't have to eat for the next week. It's like, I am so fucking stuffed, oh my god.
Yeah, but the kids were safe. And he
Yeah.
backed down on his initial plan of killing them.
Yeah.
Thank God.
See, he can't really think right. Because reasons. I can't say why, but reasons. He has a bit of an inner anxiety problem. Like, borderline schizophrenic in that things poke at him on the inside a lot and just make him think the worst of everything constantly. It's like high anxiety all the time. And he's just learned to just kind of keep it to himself mostly, but sometimes he can't hold it back, and that's what leads him to his huge transformation blowouts. And it's not good.
No, it's not. It kind of made the other lambs a little fearful of him for a while, particularly Alfred.
Yeah.
I think Alfred's also the one to eventually try to bring about the rebellion.
That's Lavino.
I thought it was Alfred.
Lavino
Well,
was the
Lavino
first.
works too. Lavino! Go, Lavino!
Yeah, Lavino was
I was
the
actually kinda
absolute first, because all of that, plus what he did to Alfred and what he did to Philly, that made him spark it, but Alfred was 100% behind him.
Go, Lavino.
Fino's got a fucking crush on Tver, though.
He does. He totally does. Spain, I think, was in the second generation.
I think so.
Yeah, Luby is in this AU, and
I just didn't
he's
have enough area for him.
he's a kind of a how do I put this?
He's also a soon piece of shit.
He is a Sun piece of shit, but he is not nearly as bad as England.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur is just a shit cake. He does get better later on, but
He learns.
when he's young, he's just a shit cake.
Yeah. You didn't save me. There, I saved you. Praise me.
He wants to be independent and just go forth. I can handle it. I'm gonna be leader. Blah.
I'm the leader. I get to see what we get to do from now on.
You'll never catch me or find me ever.
Prepare to never see me again.
Well, you. Nuts. Bugger.
The plant that father uses for tea, it's a drug. It's literally like weed. He uses it to calm down when he's having a really bad panic or anxiety attack. It makes him float. It's weird. It's a supernatural herb.
I was gonna do my job, but then I got high. Ooh.
Vanya comes in one
He
day
was
and
going-
he's like doesn't see anyone around. He's like, what? Where'd he go? I thought he was in here. Looks up. He's on the ceiling. What the fuck are you doing? I'm relaxing. It's been a hard day. Can you not drink and get high? No. Join me.
No.
Join me.
Because unlike you, I actually have responsibilities to take care of.
Dude, I have to run the whole world. Don't talk to me about responsibilities.
Oh, I'm so sorry that you have to run the world. You know, the one that you took over.
Yep.
And you brought this on yourself.
Uh-huh.
But I suppose I'm just going to have to tell the children that you won't be seeing them again.
I'm taking a 5-minute tea break. God, don't blow a gasket.
You haven't left this room in 10 hours.
Oh my god, it's been 10 hours?
Yes!
Oh, it's just like my watch is off. I thought it was been like 5 minutes. Felt like
You don't
5 minutes.
have a watch on. Your watch is on your desk.
Where is it?
On the desk. Picks it up, wiggles it.
Oh. Just looks at it. It's an hour off. I should fix that.
Get down here before I
Ah.
lasso you.
Fine. God. Let me just go wash my face or something so I'll be more here. Yeah, he uses it for stress and anxiety, basically. It's a weird mix between America and Canada, so it is American based, but it's like, I don't know, kind of soft spoken, but still a bit powerful. Because again, he based his body off of America, so it's like, just weird. What should Philly say? Okay, I should probably do dialogue bits. Possibly. I don't know, it's also fun talking about this stuff.
Dialogue? You need dialogue?
Possibly. I'm
I
also
can do
looking at the
dialogue.
time. Because it's like,
Oh,
dig. Gets off at 2. So it's like, And they also talked about possibly getting lunch because it didn't have a lunch break this time. Because it was only a 4-hour shift. So it's like,
uh-huh.
I don't know if I should end the stream until I get back. Or if I would just have you be running it the whole time. But I don't know if I should be leaving my computer on for that long. Then again, I don't know.
I would say take a 40-minute break, and then when you come back, stream it.
Okay. So I'll just, like, end the stream when I go get Dig. And then
Yeah.
I'll turn it back on when I come back. Okay. Sounds fair enough.
Just don't take an eternity.
Well, I doubt we would. It all depends where the boo wants to go to eat. Because they worked, they deserve to choose where do we go.
Yes. I agree.
They finally getting a day off tomorrow. Though it was kind of sad consequences. Because it's like, they heard that International Lolita Day was tomorrow. And they're like, oh, probably the Lolita group around the town will be able to have an event around then, right? And so they asked for a day off. We didn't find out until after that day was approved that they're having the Lolita event the day after. And they work an 8-hour shift on there. So it's like, yikes.
Sorry, but who's Dig?
My date mate. I've been dating for almost 5 years. My boyf?
Yes, the boy.
Yes, my boyf. Does Nevo have any different accent or a really godly voice when he's angry? Nah, it's still the same. Mostly. Well, it reverbs, but that's about it. When he's real
I was about to
fucked up
say.
angry.
His voice gets so fucked up when he's mad.
Yeah. The borf.
The
Rude.
boof.
Heck. Bjork.
Sniff.
Oh, you're new.
Brand new.
Synth. Let's see.
Sit. It's like sitting and sniffing.
All at once. And I'm fucking remembering that fucking Reaper Madness from yesterday. God. What a movie.
What a movie. But yes, dialogue.
Yes. Oh, this is during snack time. So cookies. Cookies are around. What does Philly and Mikhail say? I already wrote for Alfred. He's just chewing loudly. And Mikhail's just, ew. Day. I'm sorry I'm boring.
I'm sorry we're boring you.
Yes, what should Philly talk about?
You know, I can see him hiding cookies under his bed
Oh no!
just so he could have them for later.
Just hides them in his little bonnet.
Or in his painter's apron.
Haha.
Hey, could you block Papa's view of me? Why? I'm going to stick all of these into my apron. So I can have snack later.
Only if I get some too. Okay.
Deal made! Ludwig objects. Because this is food that we should be sharing with everybody.
The Alfred! Point taken. Wait, why?
Goodness gracious, boy.
You act like we don't feed you.
It's never enough! Yes, says the boy who gets thirds. I'm a growing boy, and I need all of my food. Yes. Except for the vegetables, right?
Zucchini's
Yes.
gross. Unless there's butter and ranch.
No.
Yeah.
We'll eat your vegetables, or else you won't get seconds or thirds. We've gone over this before.
It's icky.
I don't care if it's icky. You're not going to get any bigger if you don't eat your veggies. You can't guilt me with that face. It works on father, but it does not work on me. No.
And there's Yvonne in the corner like, don't we technically not grow from food, but from landmass growing? He studies too much.
Well, you don't grow up, but you grow sturdy. I know a man, or a boy, once about your age, who never got enough food growing up. He was with a religious order, and they never had very much to eat, because that would be considered gluttony. So when he grew up, he was tiny, shriveled, shorter than his brother.
Okay.
So, if you don't want to end up like the Teutonic Order, eat and be full. What?
I will be full if I have another plate.
You've already eaten more than your fair share. Now put that cookie down. Put the cookie down!
Fine. Puts it down, it breaks. Meh.
Mag just leans over.
Just swipes the cookie bits. Yum.
Yes. And how many did you have?
2.
You're allowed 4, you know.
I am?
Yes.
Yay.
Who told you could only have 2?
Points to Alfred.
Boy!
But to vary these veggies, that's the question.
Bear would eat his veggies because he has to put on a good example for his little brothers.
That and impress the fuck out of father. He's like, see, I could eat them when no one else could.
In the back of his mind, he's going, even if they taste like socks. I only like them when father cooks them.
That's because I cooked them in bacon grease. Da 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 da. Meat.
Oh my god. Just slaps his face.
Ah.
Ugh. Well, I don't mind when Papa makes potatoes. That's a vegetable. Right? Yes.
Yeah, technically.
You don't like my cabbage rolls? Ah! No. That's who I was referencing. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Put that cookie down! Small baby Tver. He only eats his veggies because he knows that everyone else is watching him.
Yeah.
He doesn't put on a good example, and all of them are going to end up short.
Yeah. Don't want to be short.
You all want to be tall and strapping and able to lift mountains like Papa can. I can't lift mountains.
Shh. I'm putting on show here.
Bless you.
He.
Vanya would make father eat his veggies. He just sits there at the other end of the table, staring at him, Gendo pose and all.
He's just. Yes.
That broccoli is untouched.
And.
What kind of example are you going to lead?
Oh my god.
Clean your plate.
Oh my god! I guess I'll mind me. But anyway.
Don't eat them.
Jesus, I just had the most hilarious. That's like, fine. Just puts a finger in his like lower jaw, stretches it out, just pours the plate and all its contents in there, and just shoves it back in his mouth, and just chewing and like happy.
Alfred at the end of the table. That was cool.
Do it again! I don't have anything more to eat. Oh no, even better when it was like, I don't have anything more to eat. Alfred passes down his broccoli, and Bonnie's like, see what you're doing?
No. You have to eat your broccoli now. But father just... He ate his. Follow his example.
But my jaw can't go out that big. Have you tried?
Then use your fork. Use a fork and knife, and be polite.
You can be better than father and actually have some table manners. And he was just,
Oh! Shit!
Sick burn!
Over the corner, I was doing that shocked cat face.
The ooh cat. Oh.
Ooh. BRB. I'm gonna grab the rest of the coffee.
Oh, the guy who does those welcome to videos? He posted a welcome to webcomics. It's gonna be the last welcome to. There's some shots fired.
Okay.
So I tell you.
We're streaming with like 25 people in, so.
Okay. Just thought I'd tell you since you told me about the, midnight screenings.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, dude, instead of just sending us a letter like a normal human being. Alfred should be polite.
He's a tiny terror, because he's got super strength.
Yeah. He'd also be constantly fighting when they all had to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not God. Shh.
Oh, Nevo nipped that in the butt real quick. If he ever heard him say that, he's like, Alfred, let's take a walk. Picks up, just vanishes.
Oh! I'd be so scared.
He disproved him. Okay, what do you think a god is? They do stuff, like help people. I do help people. I help everyone. Can you walk on water? Yeah, I'll look down. Holy crap! Yeah? Anything else?
How about you go out and you feed a group of 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and a pair of fish?
I already have.
No, I didn't see it.
Fine. Want to come with me?
Is he gonna have to do this with all of the lands that do not believe in Christianity?
Yep. I was like, okay, what's your definition of a god? I will fulfill it.
Oh man, he's gonna have a hell of a time when Japan pops up, because then he's just like, you know what, no. Everything has a god. Provided they actually believe in Shintoist beliefs. But
Yeah.
that's permeated into the culture, so that's a whole different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
And then we've got Catholic Yvonne. And then
considering Vanya was the original point of where all this Neva religion probably popped up, he'd probably be swayed fairly easy, because it's like, close enough.
I don't know, Vanya would fight him with tooth and nail for that kind of thing. Because one of the stipulations of him even coming to the compound was that he leave Novgorod and the Chapel of Saint Sophia alone.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't go convert it or practice there.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of his stipulations. So, it wouldn't surprise me if he was like having a very dumbed down version of comparative religions classes for all of these kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we're going to teach you about Islam today and the Prophet Muhammad. If he's a prophet, does that mean he told people what was coming? It's complicated. Open your books.
Better do that when Nevo's not paying attention, though. Nevo'd be really pissed if he heard that. He's like, I'm trying to get them on my side. What are you doing?
It's a history lesson.
So? That's still putting beliefs in their head.
This is showing them what their world used to be.
Why do they need to know what it even needs to be like? It's the future. We're trying to get a new thing now.
Because those who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it.
Well, that's what we're
And in the
here
back of his
for.
mind, he's thinking, and that was the point. Yeah, and Italy would be Catholic, though a different kind of Catholicism from what Vanya and Yvonne would share.
Yeah,
And
not
fair.
orthodox.
Yeah. But that'd be something else to talk about, like the split between Protestant and Catholic, and then you have poor Arthur in the back just zoned out with this 1,000-yard stare. Teacher! Yes? Which one am I? Which one am I? Catholic or Protestant? You just sit in the back and you rest. Just stay back there. Shh. Is he gonna be okay? In a little bit. Just leave him alone. Yeah. I said Islam just now.
You ever think that, like, if Vanya gave one of his secret history lessons, if, like, Tavera would ever rat him out to father?
Probably. Well, he'd probably do it on accident without meaning to do any real harm.
Yeah, just telling him about his day and all the cool things they learned. And he was like, wait a second, back up. What'd you learn today? And it's not good.
We learned about, pre-Slavic paganism.
Uh-huh.
I learned what the stars are for. Well, at least according to them, they thought that the stars were little locks, and certain stars were keeping a giant wolf at bay. And that's what the morning and the evening star did. They kept this giant wolf from eating the universe.
Uh-huh.
And then there is the sun, who is a giant rabbit.
Okay.
Or he is an old man, depending upon where you go. And we learned, we learned all about them today.
Okay. That's an interesting thing to learn about.
It's part of our history class.
What are you studying in history right now, then? Other than that. Just
Early people.
Hmm.
Like, people who painted in caves.
Yeah. Okay.
Or later on, I learned about Henry VIII.
About what?
Henry VIII. He wanted a son so bad, he chopped people's heads off for one.
Oh, okay. That's news to me.
You don't know history?
Well, not Earth history very well. I know basics.
He also didn't like Catholics.
Wow.
So he had a lot of them set on fire.
Well, this is why we only have one religion.
Why do we only need one religion?
Because no one needs to fight over which one. I mean, like with several ones, they kept fighting over which one was right. Now with only one, we can all get along.
I don't know.
Come on.
I learned a story the other day about Brahma. Brahman? He has an elephant for a head. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they had to learn about Hinduism too. They'd have a fucking field day with that.
Yeah. They'd have a fucking field day with the ancient Egyptian gods, too.
There is a god for everything? Yeah, pretty much, yes. Wasn't that the same thing in Greece? Yes. How come there had to be a god for everything? I thought that there was gods for broken limbs. Oh, wait, another. And flaccid penises! Thank you, Alfred.
I can imagine just one day, hearing all this history talk. Father just comes in one day in the middle of a lesson, and Vanya's like, hey, do you want something? And Father's like, yeah. If it's okay, I'm gonna take over class today.
Why?
Because I've been hearing from a birdie that you guys have been learning about a lot of history lately. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice and everything. But, you're kind of forgetting something. This ain't only your world anymore. So you know what you're gonna learn about? My history.
Well, if you had come and contacted me at the end of the day, I could come put together some sort of lesson plan.
I want to teach it, though. At least the basics.
He just squints.
What?
I was not aware that you would be coming.
No?
And as such, I'm going to have to ask you to at least wait until this current lesson is over.
Fine. I'll sit in on it.
Yeah.
He sits in his chair. Go on. Continue.
Okay. So, today, as I was saying about Martin Luther, the man was a theologian. He starts writing back out on the chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
Who studied the Bible, at least the Christian Bible, extensively, and it is from him and his cohorts that we get the birth of Protestantism. Is everyone following behind me so far?
They're all just kind of half nodding, half writing down.
Ah, good. Now, I remember mentioning from last week that at the time, the Catholic Church, or the Western Catholic Church, was having issues with, what was the phrase? Felly just throws his hand up. Yes. Indulgences! That's correct, indulgences. And who can even explain what an indulgence is? Anyone? Well, I suppose Philly. You can explain again. You can fill this in. It's when you pay someone to allow you to go to heaven, regardless of what you did to get there. That's correct. Now, he couldn't find any example of indulgences in the Bible. In the Protestant Bible, and in, I think, the New Testament at all, it is stated that it would be easier to pass through a camel through the eye of a needle than it would be for a rich man to get into heaven. Now, given this is the Catholic Church, the Western Catholic Church, and it is filled with gold altars and icons and all of that, he couldn't find any example of that in the New Testament or the Old. So, he called the Western Catholic Church on its luxuries and asked them to tone it back, and then the split began. Do you have anything to add, Neville?
He just kind of sits up a bit. Why would I have anything to add?
Because this is your world now too, isn't it? You should be learning this just as much as the rest of them are. Goes back to teaching.
God. Fine. Crosses his arms.
He would go on upon a tangent until it was officially lunchtime. All the kids would get let go. He'd quietly shut the door behind them. Turn to Evo. What really brought this on?
Exactly what it sounds like. If they're going to be living in both this world and my world, they should know both sides of it. Things aren't only just that anymore.
Why not? Why would they not be allowed to learn their own history?
That's, well, obviously in the past, and it's not really going to do much help.
They are the past. They are made of the past.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to get rid of.
Then you will get rid of them.
That's why we're doing this, to make something new. That's why they're starting from just teeny tiny people now, so they can learn all new things.
I realize that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was your lesson? What is it going to consist of?
Well, mostly of the kingdom, or I'll start easy. Because they don't need to know, they're not rooted in the area. but I will explain the sort of kingdom I came from. Because their principles kind of got melded into this one, and also the creatures, where they come from, so on and so forth. Probably be good for them to know about it, just in case they ever have to run into them on the outside.
I will give you 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
And that's it? Once a
Today.
day? Twice a day? What?
Once per day. For a week. Clear space in your schedule.
Fine.
He turns over the chalk to him. You can start when they come back from lunch.
Fine. Snaps it. Fine.
Now, I'm going to tell you this now. If you put any weird ideas in their head, I'm going to find out. They will tell me.
Oh, you can sit in for all I care. You should probably learn about my history too, just like I need to learn yours, right?
I suppose I have to. If His Highness orders it.
That's up to you.
Well, if it really was up to me, you wouldn't have set foot in here today.
Well, too bad. Sorry I have to rain on your little parade.
It is not a parade, it is my job.
Technically my job, too.
Oh, it's your job.
Technically.
If I was your boss, and this is the sort of job that you showed me over the years, I would have fired you long ago. Because up to this point you have taken literally no responsibility with their education. You have left it to me.
I still gotta make sure they're gonna be alright.
Well, if they're going to be alright, then that will be, for the most part, my contribution, not yours.
Just rolls his eyes.
Vanya and Tver
Regions in
are...
Russia.
Yes, they're regions in Russia. Vanya is Veliki Novgorod, and Tver is, well, Tver.
Yeah, they're OCs.
Well, he was Veliki Novgorod, Vanya I mean, and then he died. And that's how he became a 2P.
Da 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 da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm just realizing, like, man, when he does do his history lesson, when he gets to, like, the hierarchy of, like, the past and stuff, like how the kingdom worked and stuff, when they got to the last king before Nevo, you know, did stuff, like the one who got assassinated, Vanya'd kind of stopped, being like, wait a fucking second, that kind of looks like me. Probably some of the kiddos would probably notice it too. They're like, huh?
Well, when he was young, and
Yeah.
none of the kids have ever seen him young, outside of Tver.
Mm-hmm.
Tver might know, or at least kind of have an inkling that he recognizes him.
Mm-hmm.
An old latent memory that they as nations all have.
Mm-hmm. Well, Vanya's like, holy fuck. That's spooky.
he'd come in over and ask him about it later. Let me get this straight.
What?
Your king, the last one,
Yeah?
he looks like me.
And?
Is that why you kept me around?
Want me to be honest? Initially, yeah.
Great. Okay, great. So you kept me because you were harboring old, unrequited feelings towards a man I have never met and never will meet. Because you couldn't get past his death. Is that what I'm understanding here?
Blunt terms. Other terms, I don't know. After being alone all the time and having to deal with this by myself, I felt like something was missing. He was always there when I made really big decisions, when I did anything, and without him around, I don't know. I don't know. Having you around felt like a good idea.
And my face had nothing to do with it.
It caught my attention. It wasn't the thing that made you stay. I liked how you were.
Oh, you mean in those early days when I could not even look you in the eye and I could not stay in the same room as you and I hated your guts
Yeah?
and I
Know
wished you
why?
dead? Why?
Because I'm pretty sure he would have reacted the same exact way as you. I don't know.
What?
Yeah. He didn't really like my plans either. And again, back then they were just nonsense talk. And look, I did
How long
it.
have you been planning this?
I'm really old.
Oh.
So,
I'm going to bed. Good night.
night. Off he go. No. He's like, ugh, awkward.
He'd wrestle with that for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
You would just get kind of sad. Because then he's just thinking about it. It's like, you really wouldn't have liked this world, would you? No. Would have been better if you were still alive. And again, if you were still alive, none of this would have been happening. Sad. You were the only one that was close enough to actually like me. And now everyone hates me. Granted,
From
I brought it
across the
upon
hallway.
myself.
I wonder why!
Shut up, Vanya! Let me have my monologue in peace, God.
I gotta wonder if he's got something from before he left. Like a tapestry or something like that with his face on it.
Most likely. Like a portrait or something. Because I can imagine they had like royal portraits like put on walls or anything.
So he just took it with him? Like this. If it's a royal portrait, it's gonna be like 4 foot tall, 3 feet wide. He just tucks under his arm and skitters off.
Yeah. It's probably hanging in his room somewhere. Because not many people go into his room.
Father is not from the 2P universe. Vanya is.
Yep.
Technically.
Vanya's a 2P. And Nevo ain't. Someone thought he was 2P Australian. It's like, no.
Oh man, we're getting into a religious debate in the chat.
Oh, Jesus.
Look what we've done.
Oh, God.
Maybe he keeps that tapestry piece in his back pocket. Just pulled it out. I'm the new guy in this world, mate! Vanya just punches him and leaves.
I wonder, like, I can also imagine, like, if Nevo still served as his Nightmare Knight, secondhand, I wonder if they had a portrait together. He'd probably keep that one, especially. That'd freak Vanya out a little, if not only young Vanya, but young Nevo.
Well,
like,
someone who looked a lot like him.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, we're talking about Bad God AU.
No, Father is not Rev. Oh, no. No. They're both two different species a nightmare creature entirely. Oh. Oh. Yawn. Itchy.
That'd be a... I just thought of something. Much later on down the road, the question comes up. Do you want me for me, or because I share his face?
Obviously for him. And it's like, let's be honest here, you two look really different.
Well, yes, I look old. Good job.
And you act nothing like him.
And how did he act?
Oh, he was... just as it puffs out his chest, it was like, pompous, arrogant. You really smooth talker, go-getter. Figured the whole world owned to him. Yeah. Kind of like me, I guess. But more smooth.
You should have met me when I was younger then.
But he got his job done, though, and in the end, everyone was happy. Like to take risks. We actually met. He wanted to sneak into the jousting tournament, and I was the stable hand. And he convinced me to let him sneak in because King couldn't do it. Or Prince at the time. And I was like, no, I'd get in trouble. And he's like, oh, come on. And I did. So it's like, afterwards, he just kind of pulled me into a knighthood, and things went from there.
Is that why you called yourself Naval Nick? Because you started out as a slave?
Yep.
No.
That was my title. No one liked me, but he gave me a chance. And now look, I'm a god.
You're a god because you violently took over my world. Tell me something, would he have approved of what you've done?
No.
Then why did you do it if you hold him in such high regard?
When I did it, I didn't really think about it. I wanted to do it for the sake of the kingdom. I wanted to do it for my own goals. I wasn't really thinking. I admit, I have a lot of regrets. I shouldn't have done it the way I had, but...
You shouldn't have done it at all.
Yeah. But I'm in this already, and I'm trying to make it work.
I want to read or see Rev and my Rev meeting each other.
Eh? What Rev? What other Rev?
I don't know. It was
Nani?
Light versus Dark 18 said it.
Okay. Also, I gotta go pick up the boo. It's 2 now. So I'm gonna BRB, and I'm gonna close down the stream temporarily, but when I get back, I'm gonna put the stream back up. Probably.
Okay.
So we can actually get some dialogue.
Okay, I'll be here. Waiting for your call.
Yes. I don't know how long we're going to stay,
Right.
so it'll be like between 30 and an hour.
Alright. See you guys in an hour. Go get something to eat if you haven't already.
Yes. Well, I'm going to be right back.
We'll see you guys later. Like,
Yes.
in an hour.
Yes. Blizzies.
Alright. Bye.